Good morning, good morning. It is September 22nd, 2023. It is the Equinox. So happy Equinox there, love. I hope you're having a great day so far. And Cora Dreamer Dog and I, are we going this way? Yes? Okay. No pulling. She's doing better, a little bit better. So anyway, it is right about 10:30 on this Equinox day here. And we have the live today at 3:33 p.m. Pacific time is when I'm going to be live on Facebook and YouTube. I would prefer more activity on Facebook, to be honest, at this time. So if you can, join me by Facebook instead of YouTube. That would be great. And I'm going to be on StreamYard, so I can actually bring people onto the live. I hadn't planned on that, but you never know. But the app that I use has that capability, which is really neat. So anyway, I just wanted to say happy Equinox Day, and that I hope you're doing well. We have had nonstop solar flares since last week. It's been about a week since that's happened, and it's been very, very intense every single day with multiple flares, big flares. So a lot of it's not radio. I don't know what I said before. Oh, interesting. There's a deer over there. I see it. She doesn't see it, but I see it. Can't believe she didn't see it. Come on, babe. It's right there, but it's staying really still, which is good. It's like when they take off, she sees them, and that's when she gets all excited. There it is. Right there. Hi, beautiful. See, they know that I'm fine with them. They're not afraid of me at all, but they're afraid of her, which sucks because they used to come right up into my yard and everything. I missed that. I didn't get that for very long before she came. But anyway, the adventures. So yes, the equinox, the solar flares. Oh yes, electromagnetic radiation has been big time coming in at us in waves, because each flare creates a wave, and each flare has been like just a couple hours before the last flare or after the last flare, and they've been basically non-stops for a week now. So it's really, really, really intense. Something that I didn't expect exactly. I did get a heads up that we were going to be having more activity, but and solar activity, but I just could not have imagined what that was, what that brought, and how intense and how nonstop it would be for a whole week. So that's definitely a thing. And it's really amazing to see how many people are talking about the effects of it and feeling it on the groups on Facebook. And that is really cool, because so many people are aware of the Schumann resonance of the and that's the other part of it. So our Schumann resonance is basically the vibration of Gaia, And she has been spiking like crazy as well, obviously because of these waves of light coming in, and there are ascension codes for her and us, and what we're bringing in. But I'm not going to spend too much time talking about that here because I've got the live to do that for, and I want to conserve my energy. I just wanted to say happy Equinox Day and share with you the affirmation from my numerology app. And that is, I only talk positively about others. I don't have room for negativity in my life. So this means that you don't gossip, that you don't badmouth, that you don't complain about people behind their back, that you don't talk badly about people. You're not you don't speak negatively about other people, to other people, that sort of thing. And that can be a challenge, maybe, depending on what's going on. And I think it's just important to think about, what you're saying, who you're talking to, who you're talking about, why you're talking about these things, what it means to you, how invested you are in, oh, look at that. Wait. Look at little Bobby. Such a little baby on the flower. Let's see if I can get behind it. Hold on. Let's see. They usually let me get pretty close. Oh, look at it. And, really think about it. Because talking badly about other people, it really only, stirs up negative energy in you. So, while you need to acknowledge your feelings, you need to process your feelings of whatever's going on in your life, and how that has to do with other people. Just be aware of how you're speaking, why you're speaking, who you're speaking about, and to whom you're speaking with, because all these things greatly matter. And then the language that you're using, things like that. The other side of this is what you're saying to yourself in your head about other people. So that's where I could definitely do better, because I don't talk badly about anybody to anybody. That's just not, I don't do that. If I'm sharing things, it's from a very neutral place. But I don't have conversations like that. So that's not really a thing for me. I don't partake in other people talking badly about, like participating in gossip. If people want to talk shit about other people to me, this never happens. I don't have people like that in my life. But if it does happen to happen, I do my best to steer the conversation in a positive direction, or try to, get a person to understand what they're doing, whatever. I don't participate. I say I'm not comfortable with the conversation, whatever. But honestly, I can't say how long it's been since I've had that type of experience. It just doesn't happen to me in my life. But what definitely can happen is I can talk shit in my head about other people, whatever it may be, whoever it may be. And I'm really giving it a concerted effort to keep my thoughts light and loving and not critical and not judgmental upon other people, what they may say or post or do that I see, in media, online, social media, whatever it is, in podcasts, all that, whatever. I do my best to recognize what triggered me to react that way. And an example would be like, oh my God, what an idiot. Oh, this guy is stupid. Oh, he's not awake. Oh, what, stuff like that. It's just really immature and petty and not very high vibe, that just happens very quickly, just very judgmental, from being irritated at, I think, other people's vibrations. I think that's what happens, is that I can feel the vibration of somebody stating things that are ridiculous, in my consciousness, in my understanding, feels ridiculous or negative or whatever it is, judgmental. And then I will in turn react to that because it's frustrating me. It frustrates my vibe, my whatever it is. And next thing I know, I'm talking shit in my head about, it doesn't go on, and it's not super severe. I think in the past it definitely would have been, 10 plus years ago. Because I didn't think that thinking things were bad, were wrong, or were mattered in any way at all. I didn't think that my thoughts mattered, whether, how I talked about either myself or other people. I mean, I definitely was the worst to me. I called myself all sorts of shit names all day long, and I put myself down, and I was an idiot, and I couldn't do anything right, and what a moron, and whatever, just relentless shit talking to myself. That was one of the first things I was guided to reprogram myself with when I was awakening, was my shit talking to myself, to recognize how much shit talking I did to myself, how much I put myself down, and how mean I was to myself, how unkind, how insensitive, how cruel. It makes me emotional thinking about it. Oh my God. Because I was just such an asshole to me. And I was so nice to everybody else, 99.99% of the time, I was very sweet, nurturing, kind individual, but, just not to myself. So anyway, that was very important. One of the very first things that, what are you doing, Bubba? Where are you going? You see that big stick? Is that what you're going for? What are you doing? I don't know what she's doing. I'm not sure what she's doing. Somebody was over there. So anyway, I was guided to really pay attention to my shit talking to myself, even before really, training myself to do that about other people. And I did. I would catch myself in what I was saying to myself all day long. Okay, no, Cora. And I recognize, oh, you got a stick? Oh my God. That is a big stick, babe. What are you going to do with that? That is a really big stick. Oh, okay, that's better. Not so big anymore. She's going to take this one. What about this one right here? That. There. Let's go. Come on. No. Babe. This. There. Come on. Let's go. Good girl. Why do you have to do... There we go. So, anyhow, did she just drop it? Jeez. All right, let's go. So, that is something that if you have not started yet or been paying attention to or It's a new concept to you to pay attention to how you talk to yourself. And to recognize how you talk to yourself with your internal dialogue. How is it? Is it kind? Is it generous? Is it forgiving? Is it sensitive to yourself? Because this is another thing too. If you're shit talking yourself, you're never gonna be able to, not never, but it's gonna be hard to be able to hear your divine guidance, to hear and communicate with your angel, because talking shit is such a low vibe thing to do to yourself. And when love is trying to come through, these are opposing energies, and it's just not gonna, the negative energy is gonna make it so it's really, really hard to hear that those positive messages and to feel that love. So that's something to consider too, because once you stop shit talking, you start being nice to yourself, start praising yourself, start loving yourself, like, oh, I did a really good job, like, good job, like, oh, I did that, like really talking nicely to yourself, like you would to other people. Your vibe will raise, and messages from the divine can come in so much clearer when you're kind to yourself, because then you're resonating with love, and what can come through to you is love and support and guidance and wonderful messages and all that good stuff. So these are 3 conversations with other people, about other people, conversations internally that you have with yourself about other people, and then conversations you have with yourself about you. And at the equinox, I implore you to really consider these things, because we are looking and being asked to be more in balance with ourselves, more in tune with love, and more open to love. And these ascension energies coming in are about us ascending into higher consciousness and a higher vibrational state of being. And what goes on in our head and how we're expressing to ourselves and to others about ourselves and others is critical to pay attention to, because that, look at how big that sound looks, holy moly, because that is going to set the station of your vibration. Okay, so really think about that. We'll talk about that a little bit more at the live, but this is what I'm being guided to talk about. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and that you're able to join me today, later on at 3:33 Pacific on Facebook. And I'll see y'all later. Bye for now, loves.